Alright, I'm going to teach you guys how to do the equation of a circle and how to graph a circle, or how to write the equation of a circle given a graph. Unfortunately, I don't have a very good coordinate plane here, so we're going to have to actually make do with what we have. I'm not going to really surprise you too much. I'm going to give you the equation of the circle. It's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, quantity squared, equals the radius squared. Now, here's the deal. What you might realize is this is an exaggerated Pythagorean theorem, isn't it? X squared plus y squared equals r squared. Well, think about what the radius actually is. Let's start with the circle. That's just x squared plus y squared equals 9. Well, that would imply that our r squared, is equal to 9. So therefore, r equals plus or minus 3. Don't actually have to write plus or minus 3 because we're talking about a radius, and we know that any radius would have to be positive. Well, technically, take a look at this. We do actually even go -3 and on our y-axis and our x-axis. And so our circle would be, well, like I said, you're going to have to really use your imagination. Our circle would look like that. But here's the, gosh, this is awful. Here's the funny thing about this. If you pick any point, let's say we went over 2 on our x-axis, what would the value of y be? Well, we'd then have, goodness me, we would then have 2 squared plus y squared equals 9. We get 4 plus y squared equals 9. We get y squared equals 5. So we'd say y equals the square root of 5. When x equals 2, y equals the square root of 5. And the square root of 5, of course I don't know that off the top of my head. And of course my calculator is not on here either. So let's see, calculator. Let's see if I can find this out real quick. 5 square root is 2.23. Alright, great. Thanks, Mr. Calculator. Well, look at that. That's actually fairly accurate, all things considering. 2 and radical 5. Well, what have we really done? 2 radical 5 here. Just radical 5 here. You can't really see that. And this is 2, gives us a radius of 3, or radical 9. Alright. Now, that's wonderful, and that's if your center just happens to be in the center of the origin. So, oh goodness me, let's see, I'm going to try to, there we go. We can get rid of these points too. What happens if it's not in the center? What if your center point is not the origin? Well, that's why this h and k come in. Let's say my center point was the point 2, 1. Well, all you have to do then is you just plug in the 2 for your x value and the 2 for your y value into this, and you get x minus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals, and let's say your radius was 5. So if your radius is 5, then r squared would be 25. And so your center point would be here, and I don't know why on earth I picked 5 because we don't go out that far, but that would be it. Sometimes you get things that are a little bit different though. Sometimes you get other types of equations. I'm going to give you one. Let's say we had x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 9x equals, let's see, well, let's make this into, let's not make that 9. Let's see if I can, oh, we got to, and actually I'm going to make this in positive. I make that positive 6x equals 3. Well, this is not an x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This is obviously not the same. But what we can do is we can do completing the square. So half of negative 4 is positive 4, and positive, I'm sorry, half of negative 4 is negative 2, but negative 2 squared is positive 4. So I'm going to add positive 4 here. And if I add to one side, I have to add to the other. Half of 6 is 3, and 3 squared is 9. So I'm going to add 9 here, and let's see if this helps. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 9 is 16. So that does actually help. So I'm now going to write this. I'm going to write this in red as a perfect square binomial, x minus 2 squared. And I'm going to do this over in, hopefully not in that terrible aqua green. Do this one in purple. Plus y plus 3 quantity squared equals, I'll do this one. Oh, well, all right, this will work. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 9 is 16. So take a look what we have now. I'm going to go back to black. My center point is, well, what will make x minus 2 equal 0? 2 will. What will make y plus 3 equal 0? Negative 3 will. And I know now my r squared equals 16, so my radius is actually 4. So if I go to 2, negative 3, oh, good job, Omura, and I try to graph this, this is going to be problematic, but let's see. I'll go up 4. Oh, look at that. That point's already there. That's great. I'll go back 4, so back here. I'll go this way 4, to the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so down here, and then down 4, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Oh, that negative 5 is way out. Negative 6, negative 7. So once again, if you're using actual graph paper, this will actually look like what you're supposed to have it look like. And then try some points. I mean, I'm sure that this probably doesn't go through for 0, but you can certainly try it out and see if, plug it on in, see if it actually does work. I'm going to say it's probably not, but let's see. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 plus 9 is 13. So I'm actually relatively close with my crummy drawing. So that's it. I hope some of this made sense, preferably all of it. Watch it a couple times, see what you can do.